Next up, we're going to be checking out Maxor's parrying the lightning tyrannosaurus so I can eat him and wear his skin. My wife just heard me say that in the background and just went, what? And I'm not going to explain a word to her. So let's jump into what I'm hopefully going to be watching about. I was going to say Elden Ring. Half of me is convinced it actually will be Elden Ring. But I'm pretty sure it's actually probably about Monster Hunter's World, I think, or is it Wilds? I don't know. We'll find out. Although if it is actually Elden Ring, I will laugh my ass off. Let's jump into it.
What if I told you
Those fish.
that there was a genre of game, I know, very hard to believe, entirely revolving around the premise of beating up random animals with comically oversized hammers and machine guns? A
Okay, I recognize the gun, so it is Monster Hunter. For a second there, it did kind of look like Elden Ring.
game genre containing incredibly complex progression that is slightly too...
Wait, what kind of progression? Camera stops. Narrator trying to explain how eating food is somehow related to the complexity of progression. Wait, did they just peel a meat banana? Did they just peel a banana and get sausage out of it? I'm going to assume this is one of his edits, and please no one correct me.
Slightly too specific at times. A wide selection of weapons ranging from the man-sized revolvers to the literal chainsaw.
There's a
The ability
chainsaw?
to play as Akuma from Street Fighter for some reason, despite the notable lack of streets. And the capability to see the gigantic oncoming lightning tyrannosaurus and then decide that you want to parry it. Oh my god,
parry
free
it?
dopamine! You would probably respond with a great deal of enthusiasm. And I would probably respond by telling you that there is exactly one game series in the autism extinction genre, and I sincerely hope that your computer can actually render it. Monster Hunter
I mean, technically my graphics card is good, but it might actually be out of date by this point.
Wild's Animal Cruelty Edition is a very complicated game to explain, both in a mechanical sense as well as a moral and ethical one.
Was that a giant gorilla parrying you? That's new. I've played Monster Hunter Wilds. Sorry, not Wilds, Worlds. It was fun. I sucked. I also tried the parasite bow gun thing, so maybe that's why. I'm also new to the game and terrible, so who knows?
I will summarize any hangups
That's a
regarding the
freaking
maltreatment
chainsaw
of
man!
various vertebrates with the assurance that life always finds a way. And so will my comically oversized gun.
That is a gun.
Way directly into this white devil's occipital lobe. In this game, we
damn,
play
that
as
wasn't
a
even a gun, though.
mysterious, unthinking pestilence known as the human race, seeking out every variety of amazing and charismatic megafauna with the ultimate goal of gaining a newfound respect for the color of their insides and peacefully relocating them directly into the pit of hell where they belong. Taking place in the hostile and chaotic wasteland of the outside world, we will have to brave great fire.
And this is why I don't touch grass.
Momentous floods, lightning storms,
But you have to fight
and an
underwater?
utterly insane amount of GPU load, all for the privilege of destroying the local environment as much as humanly possible. Along the way, overcoming many varieties of terrifying creatures unknown to God.
I'm sorry, what? The simulating you into a greater whole so you can finally achieve your true purpose.
Along the way,
was that just a mushroom with teeth?
Many varieties of terrifying creatures.
That is a mushroom with teeth. Well, I'm never going to think about this again.
Unknown to God, ranging from the gigantic living police taser to the exploding dragon that is made out of Elmer's glue. And yes, unfortunately, I do have to be the bearer of bad news when I say that,
I'm sorry, what the fuck was that in the background? Clawed feet, 3 toes, bulbous head that's bigger than the torso, giant... what the... I'm just not going to ask.
When I say that, nobody cares about the story of this game because they are too busy wondering what the inside of a saltwater crocodile looks like. So I will be summarizing the entire plot of this philosophical masterpiece by saying
just kill things, have fun killing
Pinocchio
things.
devouring
Get more kills
bodies
and
so
more
he can
thing.
finally become a real boy and finally experience real pain. No, you don't understand.
I will fully admit, though, the design of the characters really looks good, man. Peak character design.
He just wants to be a real boy. He just wants to live. I love killing people and eating their bodies. I'm getting a little bit theatrical here, but the game is about beating up animals with random Japanese people, so let's just begin from the starting. Also,
I know for a fact that's not a joke. I was on American servers when I did Worlds, and if there was ever someone with a Japanese name, you knew for a fact they were going to trivialize any mission you were on, and suddenly you would have things way above your level. It was kind of awesome for someone like me who absolutely sucked.
First of all, because
Also, I'm being told by Bill they have a story and they're really freaking weird. Huh. Neat. A giant with dwarfism. That was a short giant? Oh, God.
it's going to be a big point of contention. Yes, Monster Hunter Wilds will feature monsters in it. Monsters who only play a small part in a large and delicately balanced...
Wait, they only play a small part? I thought they were literally the entire thing.
...ecosystem, shaped by millions of years of evolution, which...
Wait, what did he say? Me evolving? Me evolving over the course of millions of years so I can one day blast rope to Waluigi on Rule 34, the website. Oh. I just realized what I was reading after I got in there. Oh my God.
Which unfortunately did not factor in that a bunch of random bald chimpanzees would eventually...
Was that a freaking spinning starfish of death? Who designs these and how many times have they been brought to mental hospitals out of everyone else's safety concerns?
We figure out how to sharpen rocks, so that situation is going to be changing soon. And if the game simply has to have monsters in it, they might as well be dead. But to peacefully relocate such charismatic megafauna
in pieces
onto my face and my cock, we have to first get into the mindset of our distant ancestors and tap into man's primordial instinct to kill every single animal that is larger than ourselves.
I thought you said primordial. That's pretty current as far as I know.
You see, humans are what we call persistence hunters, which means that we kill by running down our prey for so long, it will beg us for death. And for reference, our closest competitors in a marathon are sled dogs and a horse. We run and...
No, actually, everything he's saying is actually true, and I'm surprised he knows about that, because a lot of people, when they think ancient hunters, it's like, oh yeah, we grouped up and we killed them with spears. So like, no, we threw a spear so they would run away, and then we just keep following them, because by the time they slowed down, we were still behind them, so they kept running. And every time they slow down, we just stab them again because they're trying to escape. And then eventually they die because they're just too tired and we keep running after them. Yeah, that's how a lot of old hunting went.
Annual marathon against horses, and sometimes the people win. So whenever you mount your gigantic bird that you cannot legally get a DUI on, I want you to think very hard about how we domesticated that shit, because it wasn't done by stopping and resting. Imagine for a moment that you are this gigantic rooster, and I am a ravenously hungry Filipino family. After a long and strenuous frontal lobotomy, you run away as far as you...
Honestly, not the joke I would have made. I would have made, honestly, just probably an American Southwest chicken fried joke. I'm definitely thinking of barbecue way too much right now, and that actually sounds amazing. Ooh, especially jerk chicken. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It is actually the best way to eat chicken, and if you don't agree with me, you are wrong, and you need to find out why.
Possibly can, with every single escape being a desperate sprint that
it's actually running away for safety?
Dead or rocks.
I don't remember that.
Meanwhile, the player is casually running an entire marathon by slamming down individual cabbages and using his sweat to radiate the heat equivalent of the fucking sun. Christ is alive on Earth and he is very hungry.
Probably an edit. He's using his kind of
on the topic of discussing biology, which this
actually fight underwater.
Less of a suggestion and more like a restraining order. Every monster in Wilds behaves and operates just like a real animal. Impressively stupid and incredibly likely to get shot by something. Oh my God.
That's a lot of lightning.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Bro got hit with that Costco rotisserie chicken.
Oh
usually both at once. And just like real animals that breathe ice and have gigantic laser beams, these wonderful beasts are extremely territorial.
This is why you always need to stay out of laser beam range at the zoo. It's a complete problem. People always forget. That's why the blast marks are left there, so you know what to avoid. And then someone always walks into it and they get re-blasted and it has to be refreshed. Every time. It's a problem. Also, hey, Jazz, thanks for dropping in, man. Do not let this man near the giraffe exhibit. Come on, everyone knows giraffes don't exist. I mean, can you imagine something with a neck longer than its entire body that had spiked horns that were also tipped and fuzzy at the same time? That would be so weird.
Even going so far as to pick random fights while you were in the process of killing them. We are trying to stab you. That is a completely unrelated animal. Every single time, without exception.
I mean, they are bigger threats than you.
They are not showing this shit on National Geographic, dude. This lightning lizard may be missing...
Actually, they do. It's not National Geographic. They just go for Untamed Wild or Evil Wilds or whatever they call it now. Yeah, they show that shit.
Most of his tendons and probably half his skull, but by God, he is absolutely going for that shit. And honestly, at this point, I am pretty convinced that most of them don't even need to do this because they're just in it for the love of the game. I was thinking I could play soon. You guys chill over there for now. I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. Bro's got beef with my chronic alcoholism. Oh my god, I just killed this. It's not yours.
Wait, can they eat the dead bodies? Oh, he has laser.
We fucking did it, guys.
Quest complete.
I want to thank everyone who gave their lives for my 3 Guardian Fulgur gems. These
good or bad? I have no
buffalo
idea.
are also similar to their real-life counterparts.
Even the katana? Wait, what? Even the katana is slow because it's gigantic. Oh my god.
Counterparts in that each one has a natural habitat 6 feet underneath the ground.
Also, I'm being told, what were pterosaurs the size and shape of giraffes that could fly? And fun fact, wyverns like Alkfed are supposed to have gone extinct thousands of years ago, but some shenanigans are going on since we can fight Alkfed in this game. Oh, you meant in-game. Okay, that's slightly less
With some
terrifying.
residing in a multitude of unique
was real for a
environments,
second.
while others are severely endangered species whose endemic habitat consists entirely of a single room. Oh fuck, Ice Dragon's got hands.
Wait, oh, are you trapped, Max?
No, I'm actually doing pretty well right now. Thanks for
It's
asking.
actually frozen.
This is like he builds like a fucking snow fort like Squidward.
He actually did.
Oh my fucking god, what is Squidward doing? Not that I had anything
Not
to
doing
do
a
with
job.
that. Which of course begs the question, why is the pink gorilla, whose entire diet consists of mushrooms and honey, also found in the biological weapons repository? Congolalas be like, where
There's a what? Why is it? Why doesn't it have scale? What is going on?
Hoes at? My brother in Christ,
Oh.
this is a nuclear weapons testing facility.
I'm pretty sure that's a D&D character based on a hippo, not a gorilla.
There are no hoes here.
No, don't hurt him.
What
He's
the
just a
hell?
boy. Leave him alone.
We will return to the subject at a different time. Also, did I mention that the monsters can vary in
that a
size a
turkey?
lot?
Yo, that is a...
Tail.
Look how big he is. Look how big he is.
Why
They
is
have
he
bigger
so-
variants?
Oh my god! Dude, he's getting mocked!
Did he just twerk to kill another animal? Okay. And I'm being told by Bill Cipher, the big one is Jindada. It's the apex of the ice biome. And apex are the most powerful monsters that aren't elder dragons. Oh
You
god.
versus the guy she tells you not to
so
worry about.
fucking big.
I'm really glad we can include a cock size comparison in this video. But on the subject
Roosters,
of
man.
extremely funny animal abuse, you will notice that this game has a distinct lack of health bars. Because the main way of keeping tabs on our prey is by judging how many times they have tried to escape us, and by counting the amount of broken bones they have.
You can count broken bones?
Oh my god, left wing destroyed. I just really like the idea of like Ben Shapiro just getting on an airplane and screaming left wing destroyed and the fucking plane crashing.
You know, there's probably some dumbass out there who has done that. Yeah, I'm not even joking. There's probably someone who's done that.
If the pilot doesn't show me his pronouns, I'm jumping off that fucking plane. Slowly and
I don't remember
painfully
the
torturing them to death over
movies or
20
video
miles
going like that, but
until
okay.
you decide to put them out of their misery. And those are the lucky ones. Because optionally, capturing the monsters for later use in my circus
What?
will always give us more body parts than skinning them.
That is more fucked up than anything I thought would happen. So it's not just killing the animal. It's like, okay, we take them to the circus and then we get more body parts. What the hell do they do with the circus? And why is the clown act still the most terrifying thing ever? Ooh, and Jazz, you just became a member. Thank you very much, man.
Including but not limited to their skulls and limbs. The only logical conclusion
a
being
flower?
that every time we capture a monster, we are
Oh, it's
literally
this
disassembling
giant
them.
arachnid.
And
Oh,
the
lovely.
smarter the animal, the greater the agony it can feel when I capture its heart from its still living body. Do you know how much oil you can produce by pressing an anginath together? So aside from just the raw thrill of putting a living being through the process of
Did he parry the ass? I think he actually
anginath
did.
together, so aside from just the
He
raw
parried
thrill
its
of putting
ass.
a living being through the process of sustained simian suffering, why do we even bother hunting the monsters? And what is there to gain besides the continued operation of my Chinese wet market?
Yeah, basically. They're not wrong. Also, Bill, you mentioned you aren't allowed to take the whole body when you kill a monster. You capture a monster alive, and the guild rewards you with parts from the corpse pile. Ah. And apparently, wait, Bill, there's a... I'm sorry, I must have misread that. Gore Megala is an elder dragon born from a zombie virus. Only fight the larval form in this game. I hope the adult form is this game. I'm sorry. Zombie elder dragons. What genre was this game again? Because it seems like it's getting really close to a different one.
The answer, of course, is their skin. I promise I am going somewhere with this. Apes are like the uncanny valley of animals.
Is that why you rip their skulls out and wear them, Max?
Yes? I'm gonna fucking traumatize a child next Halloween. I'm gonna run up to them with this mask and be like, your mom is dead, you're in hell, your mom is dead, you're in hell. You see the basic gameplay loop of Angry Birds?
I mean, if you want to do that, just go to New Jersey. It's basic standard procedure there.
Is essentially to find new and amazing animals to turn inside out, and then fashioning yourself the perfect drip out of their intestines. Whoa. Then use those intestines to hunt bigger and better monsters so we can further contribute to the endangered species list. Imagine for a moment that you and your friends are trying to build you a level 1 talisman of mushroom consumption, so you go and kill the giant farting monkey to put his teeth in it. When your friend tells you that he needs to build a rarity 6 Rathian bow so he can later construct his level 8 Goo Goo Magaga dragon penetrator. So you go and kill both genders of that monster, and then another friend is like, hey, can we fuck up the lightning T-Rex while we're at it? I need to specifically cut out his nose bone 4 times to construct my guardian Fulgur Anjanath base.
I have absolutely no idea if he's even making a joke at this time, and for all I know, this might actually be the case. Nope, actually, there it is, the Guardian Fulgur Helm Beta. That's not even a joke, that's the actual name.
The helmet. That way I can sync it with the skill I got from farming the cracked out nuclear dragon 30 times.
Wait, you can collect skills? Oh. Now, if that was in previous games, I never found out because I sucked. But I wasn't aware you could do that, so neat.
In a row. So you do that, and then the previous friend just goes like, never mind guys, we need to kill the evil-ass metal lizard for my second hunting horn called Precipice Covira, so I can spend a
joke, it's the actual name.
of 60 more seconds every hunt combining now with the fucking war bongos. And after about 40 more hours of this, you are officially fighting God, and you have every single hunting horn buff known to mankind. That would be the intended experience.
That's not the main experience? Because I'm just looking at this, okay. This seems like this is an entire game of get a bunch of friends together who have ADHD and jump between everyone's delusions in the process. Collective delusions, my apologies.
4. One of the most important customization options in Barry Potter and the Sorcerer's Gun is the construction of a meticulously crafted build, containing within it the bones of an entire ecosystem, alongside a myriad of highly useful and effective skill builds, like the fast food build, the eating less build, the eating for free build, the grilling build, I don't know why so many of these are related to eating, the resist.
You know, I definitely am hungry because I was looking at that going, oh, I need steak. And I never crave steak. I'm not that big on it. Hot dogs? Sure. Pork chops? Not really a thing. Never had them cooked well. Steak? Never a thing. And I'm just looking at that going, oh, God, I need it.
To farting build, the shooting people build, just in case you are hunting in the streets,
the gun skills,
bleed resistance build, when only one guy sometimes does bleed damage, the build where you do not hear things, the build where you do more damage as long as you are covered in soap.
I'm sorry, was that bubbles everywhere? How many? What? I keep thinking he's about to make a joke, but then it turns out, no, this seems to be actually in game. I'm going to say something I never really thought I would say about anything with Maxor in it. Is he downplaying how weird this game is? Because normally his entire shtick is, this is so weird, let's make it weirder. This feels more like, hey, this is so weird, and I'm not actually going to be able to comprehend it because it's beyond me even.
Build where you get resistance against impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or streams. And lest we forget the mushroom consumption build, which is actually a really good skill to have if you can just memorize the exact buffs and utility of every single mushroom.
Yeah, I'm never doing that. Goldfish memory means I'm not doing that. But apparently, hard mode indeed. And Valerian, humanity is the honey badger of this world? Yeah. And I'm being told, Metaponator, he's not downplaying, but he is not exaggerating. So we are getting Maxor being accurate, and it feels this weird already. Is Monster Hunter Wilds just, hey, let's meme the game, but then make an actual good game around it? Because it feels like that.
Max, you have to stop the mushroom bit. It's gone on far too long.
Shut up, it's good.
Is it?
I promise you it is good. You are going to feel so much pain when I am done tripping the fuck out. Speaking of eating
I'm not
material
even sure he's
that
joking.
we do not
It seems
yet
like it
fully
is.
Understand, as you can tell by the plethora of skills dedicated to it, eating in this game is considered a very important game mechanic, not just for the skills that
Oh.
Into it, eating in this game is considered a very important game mechanic.
Yep. Yeah, that is my stomach telling me I need to eat breakfast today, and I should have done that. Okay, yeah. Wow, that is actually hurting
Not
me.
just for
It
the
looks
skills
good.
they offer, but also for your basic biological functions. Your body is a helicopter powered by dead chickens, and you will be one shot by one if you do not eat. So while you do
That's
have the
basically
option
just
of
real
making
life.
yourself a bespoke amalgamation of calories in which you disgustingly glaze a cabbage with honey,
I want to say it's bad, but I mean, I guess if it was fried really fast, it might actually taste good.
and feed it to the void, we are going to be doing our best to have our meals made for us in frankly unnecessary detail the proper way. Delivered exclusively by sentient cats who are all forced to seek employment in my kitchens for company scrip. Racial segregation has never been so...
You know, I never actually thought a lettuce wrap would look so good, but I'm looking at this and all I can say is, wow, I suddenly get it. That looks both refreshing for the lettuce and absolutely mouthwatering for everything on the inside. Oh my God.
has never been so delicious. But by far, my
I don't think I can play this game because it would
favorite
just literally
tasting
make me not stop
consumable for
eating.
my stamina bar is a special item sold only in the description store called Gamer Sups Energy Drinks. Now
yeah,
officially
okay,
and
sponsor.
only drinkable using the limited edition Maxor cup. Also officially and only spillable on the limited edition Maxor mousepad. I will be checking your
Oh, he
house
actually
for
has a
compliance
mousepad?
because when making a high quality and eloquently designed Maxor merchandise, I wanted to communicate exactly what it looks like when you edit videos for 10 hours.
I'm going to be completely honest. This is way more restrained than anything I thought Maxor would do.
A day, and it slowly consumes your life.
My actual timeline. That is 6 minutes. That is a 6-minute timeline. This video is 40 minutes. Nope. I mean, I knew Maxor was insane. This is just visual evidence of exactly how insane he is. Also, Jazz, is there a specific criteria to reaction choice? Mostly it's just random chance of random things I pull in, either from viewer choice during a stream or just randomly picking from it on Discord. Or if something just happens to look good when I just get it recommended to me by YouTube, which we actually did a bunch of earlier in today's stream.
Consumes your life, eventually eating away at all the silence and darkness in the world until your existence is naught but a broad streak of neon light. So for that specific reason,
setup, too.
I made sure that the mousepad glows. And when I...
Okay, personal opinion, I hate these mouse pads because they usually have a lip around them that kind of curls up and you can actually feel it digging into your wrist sometimes. Very annoying. But if you can get over that, and they actually have a wireless charging for wireless mice, because that's the thing some of them do without them, you can actually just constantly leave your mouse on the pad and never worry about charging it because it's passively charged by being on top of it. It's not a huge load, but between all the wireless options you have, it's actually really nice. And there's just not enough integration for it yet, but it's a very nice thing when a few people have started putting it together.
And when I need to negate the damage sustained to my health bar, I drink my GamerSupps energy from the limited edition Maxor cup. Unlike some other products, you
is a
will
giant
be
turkey.
able to take it outside
Scaled
and
turkey.
show your family. So use code Maxor with a 0 at the description store for money off my cup and giant ass
Okay, I don't know why, but why does this guy look like more of a main character than most other anyone?
mousepad.
Damn.
Because much like the now extinct Chotacabra, once it is gone, it is never coming back. Also, did I mention that you can just casually begin eating and drinking directly in front of the monsters in this game? Okay, enjoy the
Does
fight,
it
fellas.
kill you?
I've got some grilling to do.
Wait. Oh, that's giant bacon. This video is causing me actual physical pain because I can feel my insides just gurgling looking at this. Oh my God. Also, according to Bill Cipher, like a few Elder Dragons who have explanations are explained using random sci-fi garbage. And some Elder Dragons are not explained at all. I'm assuming the explanation for Elder Dragons is like magic. I don't gotta explain nothing.
That keep
Shrimp
fucking
bacon.
grilling right now?
Yes, glaze that shit. It is so delicious. You guys are doing great, by the way. It is so good, though.
I'm honestly wondering if you guys could hear my stomach because I can feel it making noises that are not supposed to be humanly possible looking at this. This is actually painful, man. That actually looks really good. Damn you, Maxor, for focusing on the food because I knew it was good from Monster Hunter Worlds, but oh, wow. They really went to almost pornographic levels with that food shot, man.
Oh. Anyways, back to the fight.
Dead.
Oh, shit. I gotta eat. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
I hope the Dashguin doesn't give me the hots.
So about that. So about that.
Oh, you can actually be interrupted. Okay.
And the highly particular meta progression of this game. This skill is giving me +3 attack
Mullet?
when wet. Yeah, what the fuck? We are in the fucking explosion chamber, my guy. We need to go over exactly what we're going to do with that skin and the best ways that we can export explosive warheads into monster foreheads, facilitating our builds using a vast array of armor sets with some of the most unhinged appearances that I have ever seen in a video game.
That looks like a reference to something. Maybe Golbaz, but I honestly am not sure. Wow.
Utterly convincing me that we are not merely taking the bodies of our victims, but also their very essence and immortal souls. Japan is basically what happens when you let the circus declare independence. What I am trying to—
I don't think the circus declared independence. I think it declared that it is now in charge and took over and just probably killed and or cooked anyone in the way.
lie about right now is that your appearance and dress is a very important part of this game, with a lot of options to pick from and an extremely in-depth character creator, which not only allows me, but encourages me to play the entire game as a sentient void, who has only known hunger and destruction for his—
What? God noticing the co-equality of all members of the Trinity, with one another disproving heretical subordinationism. What?
For his entire eternal existence.
That is
Christ,
terrifying.
Get this fucking thing away from me. As well as enabling some truly amazing.
So, I keep looking at this thing, and the more I look, the more it doesn't get better. It's like the top is a little bit of Lord of the Rings, then we got full-on Dark Souls fat enemy, and then peg legs from some kind of pirate, and just random... Looks like there's something growing out of your arm. What the hell is going on?
Truly amazing crossovers.
I'm not the only one hearing it, too! Mr. Krabs. Oh my god, he even has the legs.
But perhaps even more important than our large selection of delightfully normal outfits is our—
I'm pretty sure that's just full-on... Actually, is that Tekka Man? Oh yeah, it might be. Either that or it's Guyver.
choice of up to 14 ridiculously massive weapons, all of them completely different from each other, like the light bow gun, or the heavy bow gun, or the bow.
Was the bow gun freaking just a machine gun? Okay, sure.
Or the gun.
There's actually just a gun, a regular gun.
On how to best inflict animal disassembly, I have taken it upon myself to learn every single weapon, a course of action which you will soon see I am going to sincerely regret. This list is 100% accurate, and you can watch it in place of any tutorial.
Oh, he fell asleep. Hold up.
Is it Jane? I'm sorry, it was... What the... So that's a chainsword with a buzzsaw for the pommel. I'm actually kind of wondering if there's a version that has a longer one here. It's basically scissors because they have alternating blades, pulling an enemy in and just terrifying them or tearing them apart.
Wait, that's an attack!
Oh, things blow up!
Sorry, Reese, I'm new to every weapon. The gun lance is the extremely slow, extremely defensive, and downright diabetic answer to the age-old question of license and registration. Because the only people in this world that I can trust are my two close friends, Smith and Wesson. Oh, look who fell asleep first at the sleepover.
Oh, sorry,
survived that
I'm just taking
explosion in
the
his
serial
face.
number off my gun lance real quick.
Why?
Unspecified reasons.
This weapon is for stupid people who don't want to build stupid things like elemental damage or
Ooh, I'm a stupid person. This is probably my weapon.
the entire endgame weapon system, so you do exactly one combo on this weapon, and if the monster slips on a banana peel, you will unfortunately be forced to euthanize it. The
Oh no,
lance
not
is
the
like
murderer.
gun lance if it was bigger than your entire character for some reason and did not have a gun, making this the perfect choice for a diagnosed schizophrenic. This weapon is for people
Was that
who
cheese
really,
or butter?
really do not want to get hit and would rather directly face tank an entire laser beam or the fire of a death god rather than being momentarily exposed to sentient thought. Coincidentally, the lance
So it's not just tanky, it's the tank and everything behind it.
directly scales in its effectiveness based on how much crack the monster is doing, because the more damage that you can perfect guard, the more damage that you can deal.
Oh, it's not just the tank. It literally is the masochist weapon. Hit me harder. Murder. Oh God. Wait, and Valerian mentioned humans are built different, like they could regenerate by drinking protein shakes. He's not wrong. When we have muscular damage, one of the ways to fix it is actually drinking protein, so that's technically not wrong.
Utility that is extremely convenient when 90% of the monsters are all stupid and have 3 other hungry Chinese orphans to attack instead.
I don't get the joke.
Locked them. The hammer is one of the most humane options in the entire game because it is capable
bashing?
of destroying the part of the monster's brain that can process pain, and is best utilized when charging up gigantic attacks for absolutely longer than is reasonably necessary.
Bombs?
Okay, so
Why
I
is
gotta
it
get
on
closer,
fire?
I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer.
Is that
I
an
gotta get
exploding
closer.
barrel?
Okay, now I'm closer.
It's an exploding barrel.
As well as getting together with your friends to build a house in Minecraft. I'm hitting this motherfucker with that diamond pickaxe shit.
God. He's
The
farming
insect
it.
glaive is a weapon that enables the player to fly indefinitely.
Yeah, I played this weapon when I did Worlds, and I sucked at it.
Bypassing the majority of attacks and intended design of this game, as well as sporting a gigantic bee that you can tie C4 high explosives to and throw directly into the monster's ribcage.
And blow
And
up.
yes, there is an upgrade tree and an entire stat system dedicated to making slightly different bees. We can also use the insect glaive to
Oh my God, they actually went Dr. Beast. It's not even a joke. He even pulled it up. It's literally that. Oh my God. So it's not just an insect glaive of flying. It's just
allowing me
throwing
to automatically
explosives.
spam my custom dialogue callouts to completely random Japanese people, which, fun fact, can be fully customized for a variety of actions such as
Wait, what's the bow?
Japanese people,
Quest members. What did it say? Mommy, I want. What?
which,
Oh my
fun
God.
fact, can be fully
Truth nuke. I am not that funny.
customized for a
Is that Johnny Silverhand? I think I was.
variety of actions such as
I
yelling
am a
truth nuke
skillet.
incoming whenever I place a bomb,
That is actually perfect.
and
Oh!
preemptively diagnosing the causes of my
Skill issue. How do you jump in this game? I'm having skill issues. I don't deserve skill.
teammate's death, which is very funny.
Kill you, Max. They're never
Quest
going to
failed.
find the body.
Also, you can parry
Oh
with
my
this weapon
God.
while in midair. I parried that motherfucker at cruising altitude. I'm the fucking best. I love this game. That is my entire weekly dopamine supply gone instantly. The sword and shield is
Sword and shield.
is a weapon. You could certainly choose to play it. Or you could choose not to. The Charge Blade is a sword and shield which requires a dual major in theoretical rocket science and aboriginal water philosophy to actually use and play correctly. Do you
What?
like the idea of switching dynamically between a nimble blade and a heavy axe? If so,
Sounds
that's
cool.
great because you're actually going to be playing as the chainsaw.
Oh,
A chainsaw with a
so that's a
multi-step
chainsaw.
assembly process involving the separate charging of at least 2 different things by way of perfect blocking and wound taking and a charge combo and
So you have to be able to parry. Well, I'm out of this one then. I have no skill to do
canceling
that.
another combo, and also you charge the sword, and you can charge the vials faster, and you can overload them, and you can find this on the next episode of How It's Made. Today on
That is a lot of words that I am never going to understand.
How It's Made. Please don't do this to me, I have a family. Euthanasia gas is created by combining the Switch Axe is the incredibly satisfying portable microwave for those of us who like the idea of switching between a nimble blade and a heavy axe.
Yeah.
Where instead of moving dynamically between two heavily contrasting playstyles, we instead decide to randomly vibrate in place half the time, and then later discharge the internal components of a very large glow stick. An action which I can do several times in a row, because I slotted in the funny skill which appears to be entirely bugged and will double the time that I can spend doing that, thereby trivializing the monster health for the remaining 70 hours of gameplay.
So they actually have bugs. I'm assuming it's either in patched or... Oh, God. And according to Hurricane, that is Sword and Shield Blasphemy. Wait. There are several ancient civilizations, I'm assuming in Monster Hunter Wilds, that had things like power armor and genetic engineering when everyone else was still in the medieval age. So Monster Hunter is a world that is explicitly post-apocalyptic and ex-sci-fi. Oh. That's actually really cool.
Very balanced, Crapcom. Please don't listen to the haters. The Greatsword is the tremendously damaging, tremendously high commitment weapon that spends about half its time doing nothing, and the other half delivering monsters the approximate mass of the observable universe.
Oh, dude.
This is the funny dopamine weapon, whose entire utility and primary playstyle consists mainly of ignoring your health bar and fishing for the funny parry attacks. Oh, that hits the spot, yeah. Which are absolutely unnecessary.
What does the parrying timing look like?
And comprises the entire basis of my build and playstyle. Do not
Oh,
ask me to do
dude, that
anything
looks so
useful,
cool.
please. This is my main weapon, and I only know one of its moves. The
I mean, if it's gonna
Longsword
kill
is the
everything, yeah.
extremely
wacky designated tool for the profession of aura agriculture,
Aura
and is
agriculture?
comprised entirely of the most
Oh, aura farming. So it apparently looks really cool, and people just sit around making it look cool. Yeah. For example, there are actually streams where someone just has a stand-in of Piccolo standing and looking away from the camera while the fan blows against them, so it's blowing in the wind with their cape. They have a live stream of that going. I'm not sure how long it is, but it's been way too long because it apparently is a real thing.
to extra attack animations that I have ever seen, alongside having two completely different parry mechanics for seemingly no good reason, other than trying to look like a divorced dad's conception of intimidating.
Oh
A
my
true samurai
God.
does not
Wait, what did that say on top of it?
other than trying to look like a divorced dad's conception of intimidating.
Sorry, ladies, I'm not a grower either. Oh, that's embarrassing.
A true samurai does not concern himself with child support payments.
Yeah, Virgil.
Therefore,
deadbeat
this
dad.
weapon is always to be played entirely in character, complete with in-character clothing, in-character auto-communication, and a mandatory soundtrack comprised entirely of evanescence and skill hit. To me, Crazy Frog is just regular frog,
Crazy Frog?
and Monster Hunter is just regular hunter. But
I mean, I almost feel like if I'm doing this, I would need to have the Devil May Cry soundtrack playing in the background, because there's really other ways you could play the game, but none of them are correct.
if it's the aesthetics of the grave that you crave,
that weak that
then
you
look
need to
no
go
further
into it,
than
man.
the absolute hyperactivity
What
of
the hell?
dual blades. The only weapon in this entire game that you can play from beginning.
Okay, I've only seen like maybe a second of this so far, and all I can think is someone watched Attack on Titan. It's like, you know what, we can do that too. We have Attack on Titan at home. Now we have to make sure it's at home.
To end without needing to browse increasingly racist TikToks. I am so stimulated right now. They got the dancing fruit and shit.
Oh, God. Also, Jazz, a little token of my appreciation for your funny commentary. Maybe for a pride for vintage stories sometimes. Oh, my God. You know what? Actually, you're not the first person to recommend that. I have no idea what it is still. Huh. Also, Valerian is actually shouting me in the chat about what's Crazy Frog. Unironically, I don't actually know. I think I've heard of it before. I really don't know what Crazy Frog is.
Is this Monster Hunter Rise? These are the funny number dives, whose primary function is to keep the player increasingly and concerningly preoccupied with transforming the screen into Cocomelon for mathematicians.
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm watching the video. I don't have to focus on playing the game. And I'm looking at this going, I have no idea what's going on, and I can't even follow the character. If I was playing this, you would just be watching me have a seizure with all the flashing lights going. It's like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm assuming I'm doing it wrong. Granted, the last part's probably accurate regardless. I mean, I played through the entirety of Metal Gear Rising or Revengeance without actually understanding I could upgrade anything, so yeah, that's not unusual.
While juggling a variety of powered-up states, such as Demon Mode, which is used to charge up the Arch-Demon Mode, and perfectly evade your enemies to finally enter Gay Sex Mode. Okay, I made that one up. That is not the name of the mode.
But
if you pick this weapon, you might as well be honest. The dual blades also come with one of the funniest attacks in the entire game, where you sort of just casually chain backflip along the entire length of any given monster, which against some monsters is a...
Oh, that's not controlled. That's just an attack it automatically does. That seems insane. I love it.
A little bit silly.
Yes.
The hunting horn is the preferred weapon for hunters who want to simulate Rock Band for engineering students, while unfortunately suffering from a praise cake. Because every single time you decide to heal your team, they are going to begin reenacting the end
they
of
heal.
Evangelion. This is the most overpowered weapon in the entire
Wait, that
game.
is
So
I'm sorry, out of everything else, the buzzsaw wasn't over. The horn is overpowered. Probably because of healing.
due to its ability to give 3 exceptionally stupid baboons so many completely insane buffs and resistances that they will not even be able to kill themselves. Dude, what are these fucking buffs you keep giving me?
Is he raining?
I don't know what any of this means, and
what
it scares me.
What is going on?
The caveat being that this weapon has so many combinations to perform with so many variations that you have to have the button guide on the top right of your screen at all times just to...
Oh, he wasn't joking about Rock Band. You're actually playing a weapon, not just inputting a skill. I thought the joke about the mushrooms you had to remember when you eat, and that's the build, would be terrifying. No, you're basically doing the Ocarina from any Zelda game, but you have to remember them all. Actually, it probably makes sense for anyone who played Ocarina. I'm assuming this is the class for anyone who actually played Zelda and really loved those little mini games of playing the Ocarina. Huh.
Play the video game. And even then, playing would be a generous term. The bow is the popular and charismatic ranged option, which behaves less like a precision projectile passer and more like a shotgun that is mounted on a surfboard. This weapon has a very evasive and reactive playstyle.
Oh, you're literally just jumping around.
The player reacts to everything the monster does by running out of stamina and collapsing like an anemic hamster. Nevertheless, when you actually have energy, the bow has the ability to dodge everything in the game, take every wound on the monster with funny tracking arrows, much to the annoyance of...
Tracking arrow... So this is less an enemy class you're fighting against, or your class and you're fighting enemies with, and more of the I'm going to win until I'm out of breath. Glass cannon, indeed.
Everyone else, and use at least 5 different varieties of illicit drugs with which to fire directly into the monster's exposed veins. Because just doing damage to them is no longer enough, and I want this white devil to suffer before he dies. The heavy bowgun and its legally distinct counterpart, the light bowgun, are just actual modern machine guns with
they're both machine guns
involved in the equation. Those are just bullets coming out. These weapons are extremely versatile, allowing you not only the choice between a large amount of ammunition, as well as the privilege to individually purchase every single...
It does... Oh, wow. Every one of those is just going to die.
...variety in the local Costco at your personal expense, but also the choice between an ungodly, incomprehensible variety of stats, all of which can be individually modified for your personal preference. So long as you can understand the Excel spreadsheet. But
I don't even think that's a joke. I'm looking at some of this, and I think the Excel spreadsheet is not just this gun. All of the weapons that are apparently powerful are literally based on, hey, do you like memorization of random facts? That is a lot of memorization that I would not be able to do.
But my god, once you get past all that shit, it is incredibly funny to spray the dinosaurs with literal machine gun fire, so as to remind them that they are not the ones who are made in God's image.
I'm honestly wondering how many people just have an entire team of heavy machine guns and just tear through everything because overwhelming firepower. Or does it even work?
As the Father has created mankind, so must mankind create the United States military. Dude, this is exactly what I play third-person action games for.
The gun hasn't broken yet. It can't be the United States
adventure
military.
game. The current objective is to keep the gun away from my mouth, and I'm currently failing. But in order to properly use and abuse our profuse amount of obtuse juice, we have to first integrate our literally hundreds of choices with thousands of variations to consider, such as, do I want the weapon skill that gives me damage when I roll 3 times every 20 seconds, while wearing 4 pieces of a specific armor set that also gives me resistance to impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or stream?
How many stacking effects are there? Because this seems like it's almost getting more and more insane every time he talks about it. But I'm not entirely sure he's even making a joke yet.
On a fucking Tuesday the 12th, into our myriad of builds with a
I'm sure
great
the
deal
Tuesday's
of
wrong.
important
that a
considerations.
swordfish?
The most prominent of which being your weapon element or status effect. Unless,
The
of course,
effect
you are
is death?
playing
Got
as a
it.
gun, in which case your weapon element is also going to be gun. Now, I won't be getting into every element because, dear
I'm sorry. What was that? I thought he was joking about the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, never mind. That was not a joke. That is an accurate representation of exactly what exists for this
because, dear God, what is this shit? But my favorite selections of elemental damage would have to include the dragon
Oh, yeah,
element,
Uma's everywhere.
which is a type of animal and not a primordial force, Capcom. The blast element, because every monster is weak to my bee-powered hand grenade. And by far the funniest element
Nukes
in the
for
entire
everyone.
game, the sleep element, which is used to prank all of the monsters by waiting for them to fall asleep and then placing a deadly amount of high explosive barrels directly in front of their faces.
Jesus Christ.
So you knock him out and then just build the trap you need. Oh my God. Also, Martin, we doing the whole thing? Yeah, we are. I'm just going to finish today. I've been putting it off long enough.
All right, I'm gonna actually. Can I use my heaviest hitting attack on him?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want, man.
I think this might deal.
I think I hit the wrong button, by the way.
I gotta put this away fast.
How
no,
many?
you don't.
Why are there so? Oh God, there's explosives everywhere. How many times do you
Ready
team
when
kill
you are, Max.
yourself?
You detonate.
Wait, how?
Tell my wife that I was goaded with the sauce.
Oh my
All right,
God.
just place the bomb.
I'm assuming there's a lot of team kill.
Bomb.
So there's
I have
friendly
a
fire.
lot of
It's
clips
very
involving
unfriendly fire.
bombs. So now that we
Murder
have a
with
good
love for your
understanding of
friends.
our many implements of peaceful relocation, it is
Also, yeah, I've noticed he has so many Uma memes. Granted, I
so
started
now
finding
that
out
we have a
about,
good
yeah.
understanding of our many implements
I hate weaponry. All my homes just die. Oh yeah.
of
Barrel
peaceful
mancy?
relocation,
Yeah, that
it
sounds
is
awesome.
time for us to take our domestic violence international and replace
That wouldn't be domestic violence. That would just be violence. Or when it's international, it's called mercenary work, and you get paid for it.
our casual disregard for animal life with a ranked competitive one instead. Because to truly combat the animals of Monster Hunter, you must not only know yourself, know your weapon, know your armor build, and know which mushroom color corresponds to which
I love the mushrooms. Eating strange.
buffs like a very unhealthy game of Simon Says, but must also understand the incredibly violent ecosystem in which we hunt, as well as the gigantic living PC destroyers that choose to inhabit.
Squid. Wait, what happened with this one? Squidward fans, when I eat their organs and devour their bones like I anything, kill them.
That
my
choose
God.
to inhabit it. So with the understanding that I have thus far forgotten to show the monsters now in mind, please allow me to describe to you the content of these monster hunting wilds, and why half of it makes absolutely no logical sense.
Wait, half of this game does make logical sense? The fact that it doesn't make sense is perfectly okay with me. You're jumping into a machine gun fighting giant flying super fauna and dragons that are more or less not even real, but somehow are coming from previous godlike super sci-fi civilization of biomancy. And you're just doing all the random murder to eat enemies the size of everything. And just, this is not making sense? Sure. The other half of the game making sense? That is the weird part to me. What of this actually makes sense?
Both geographically as well as constitutionally. Starting, of course, with the...
What? The caves actually exist
Welcome
like
to
that in
the
real life.
sand-laden dunes of the Windward Plains.
Oh, that actually is beautiful.
One of the most horrifically hostile locations
And you
known to
can eat them.
mankind
And-
due
I mean,
to its
kill them.
seasonal tendency to jump between the likes of violent sandstorms, apocalyptic lightning hurricanes, and a special kind of weather condition exclusive to this game called the GPU load tornado.
Yeah, this is the I'm going to burn my house down by just having my GPU hit yes in terms of temperature. For some people, that's a joke. Some Some people.
In which the environment is so
Hopefully
brimming
me
with
as
the
well.
miracle of life that the sheer number of on-screen animals will make your PC beg for the sweet release of death more than the
God.
monsters that are contained within. This area is home to a bunch of silly little guys whose primary defense against human predation is that they are so stupid and so absolutely worthless that you will be forced to question why you were even hunting them in the first place. You guys baked a stupid fucking rotisserie chicken for me. I'm playing Minecraft. This shit is just like Steve's lava chicken. Holy shit.
I love this.
Oh, you
path.
can
This
fall
is
into the
so
sand pits?
Oh my god.
Does the monster get stuck in the
With
sand
the
pit?
only exception being the insanely aggressive biological war crime known only as Raydao, who has a face that transforms into a gigantic railgun.
He has a
which he
railgun
uses
face?
almost exclusively on every other monster found within a 10-mile radius.
He has a...
This
Okay.
is why we have to kill you, dude. You're fucking up the ecosystem. Oh, please, God, don't kill him. Please don't kill him. No, 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 no. He was so...
That was 4,000 damage. Every other video he's been like doing maybe 100 for the barrel hits. That was 4... Okay, I see. It's literally the
I
you
don't know
dead
what the fuck is
button.
up with that. Lightning pterodactyls just got beef
Like
today.
there's 37, there's 37 there.
The Scarlet Forest is the crowded and exceptionally vertical home to
Sorry, as soon as I hear scarlet, I just assume the next word is rot and have immediate flashbacks.
most of the fresh water on the entire planet Earth, varying greatly in gameplay between
wow.
the blue water season, the blood water season,
Oh.
and the flood water season,
What?
during which times about the same variety of monsters can be found at basically any time. This area is home to a bunch of horrifically vibrant death machines, who are as violent, ruthless, and terrifying as they are exceptionally stupid to look at,
Spiders?
with some of my favorites
Okay,
being the
sure.
nefarious Yonkuku.
You're gonna love this one.
What?
Just wait till you see what he does next.
Dude, that's
hits you
his
with the tail?
fourth tail whip attack.
He just spins to win.
Far, Hunter, resharpen your weapon. You'll love this next attack.
This is like the only move he does. It's insane.
If you got a weapon that works.
I broke it.
It's when they get to the wall.
Yeah, I broke the Yonkuku.
Yeah,
He's
broke,
broken. I don't even know how this happens. The funny fire hose fox that can instantly kill endgame builds in one singular attack.
Wait, they have something in early levels that just kill everything? I'm being told the Raydao is the apex of the Windward Plains. Its biology makes perfect sense in lore, even if it shouldn't. What? And Haruka mentioned the Flaming Octopus eats out the GPU. How many particle effects does it have?
What the fuck am I even skinning you for? While also forcing you to hilariously slip and slide around the fight by covering your body in an inconvenient amount of soap. Oh, please, God help me, I've been hit with the shower status effect.
Oh, that's probably why you
does
need the
critical damage against
abilities to
gamers.
walk through
As well as the
oil and
gigantic
water.
pink monkey who primarily attacks her party by farting and shitting on them. Which you have to believe me is not a mod and is an actual feature in the game.
So, I'm assuming the other was farting or burping. So it's just... who thinks of this stuff?
Proving definitively that the Scarlet Forest is the closest thing that God has made to a mistake. The Oil Well Basin is frankly the scariest goddamn ecosystem I have ever seen in
oh, it's
Monster
fire
Hunter
everywhere.
game, and
Lava.
the sheer implication of its very existence frankly threatens the peaceful continuation of all life on this planet, functioning as the environmental equivalent of a full-scale nuclear meltdown while leaking enough carbon into the atmosphere.
Wait, glowing symbols everywhere? I'm assuming this is part of the entire thing people in chat mentioned, that it's like super high-tech destroyed world.
To make the combined output of every Chinese steel mill look like an
Yeah. Warframe. Nice.
absolute fucking joke, varying between its seasonal cycles by first leaking an entire ocean's worth of straight-up crude oil before some guy eventually decides to light a single cigarette and causes all the oil to violently explode over a period of 6 entire months. Come visit the Oil Well Basin. We are a country-sized gas leak. Consequently, the animals that live in the Oil Well Basin are very
Also, I'm being told, according to Bill Cipher, it is actually an artificial ecosystem. Oh, so it actually is artificial, in lore even. So ecosystems are natural, but the Forbidden Lands are just weird. I'm assuming that's where the lore is actually more heavy then?
disturbing in design.
I wanna figure
Such
out more
as the
about the
example
lore
of
now.
the humble Rompopolo, who
What?
has the body of a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man,
not
but can
gonna see that
deflate
good.
himself extremely easily because his hands are made of swords. With a
Sword
diet
hands.
consisting entirely of crude oil, which, as you will
What?
recall, is on fucking fire for half the year, and whose primary natural enemy is an extremely angry, exploding gorilla. Oh fuck, I made a mistake. Bro goes to the gym in a goddamn
Oh.
landmine. I don't
Okay, I'm looking at this and all I can think is, oh, hi, Ifrit.
Know what this is. Please don't expect me to know what this is.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's his body slam.
It's just AoE explosions everywhere.
As
31
well
damage,
as the
though.
example of the funny computer melting octopus.
I've actually been told about this in chat. Apparently, this guy legitimately will check if your CPU is able to continue because your GPU is definitely dead at this point. Funny computer melting octopus. Also known as the, hey, do you have a 5090 and maybe the connection isn't good? Don't worry, you'll find out. Have fun with insurance.
Who has the unique mechanic of purposefully attacking your computer with 10,000 different particle effects so as to crash the device drivers of anyone that is currently fighting him. I don't even know what the fuck I'm fighting, Reese. There's too many particle effects.
And this is online with multiple people, so it's not just that your computer is struggling, it's that it's also having to simulate the connection between your struggling computer and everyone else. Oh, I'm sure
This
it's fine.
goddamn game. Won't someone please think of the YouTube bitrate? Oh, Jesus Christ, he's firing the computer killer again. Crapcom is so innovative with their gameplay, I genuinely feel threatened right now. They made it so the boss actually heats up your room while fighting him. I would like to revise my previous opinion. This is the closest thing that God has made to a mistake. The Ice Shard Cliffs is the confusing to navigate snow-covered...
Wait, just random gravity not working sections? Sure, why not? I knew this world was weird. I knew everything about Monster Hunter was weird, but sure, why not? According to Mr. Jeez, if you want to know more of the biology of Monster Hunters, I highly recommend checking out the Unnatural History channel on YouTube. I might do that. Not sure if it would be for a video or not, but I might do it. And according to Bill, he has a Monster Hunter playlist. Oh, not today, probably not, but that does sound interesting, actually.
Nightmare realm primarily populated by increasingly...
Wait, was that a freaking frozen building? Yeah, it looks like frozen buildings. I mean, people did mention artificial and ancient civilizations. I guess that's an image of it.
By increasingly aggressive apes and awfully alarming arachnids, featuring two extremely diverse seasons that I can definitely tell the difference between, both of which are some variety of cold and exceptionally gray. This area features a multifarious selection of amazingly demonic entities, which provides a very unique contrast with the single enemy who is a completely normal monkey for some reason, whom I will remind you is unlocked for our hunting convenience after fighting the dragon that is made out of other dragons. Why?
I'm sorry. The what? Oh, sure. That seems safe.
Does this fight even exist in the game?
Dragon on top of dragons.
What is even the possible utility of hunting this thing? And who is this fight actually supposed to be for? The answer is me. I had to skin 5 of them alive specifically for this joke. I am so fucking sick of tempered Rathalos, dude. Can we just go beat a monkey to death with a baseball bat or something, dude? It is really important to me. It's what I do to unwind. By the way, that voice you keep hearing in the background is my brother. He's not very talkative, but he has killed 23 Nursillahs.
Is that a lot?
He's not going to stop anytime soon. The Ice
I'm
Shard
assuming that's in
also
Monster. A lot of people don't
most
fight.
angry and aggressive.
Also, I'm being told by Necro that's an artificial dragon made by the ancient civilization. Honestly, I kind of want to figure out more about the ancient civilization. I can't speak. The ancient civilization. There we go. That sounds kind of fascinating. Perfect cell in dragon form. Oh my god.
Demons that you can possibly encounter in this game. This is Gormagala, and he does not care where you are, does not care what you are currently fighting, and certainly does not care how many times you have already tried to escape him. If Gormagala is even remotely on the same planet as you, he is going to kill the monster that you are already trying to hunt before moving on to facilitating your convenient commute to the afterlife. Oh, hi, little guy. What the fuck are you doing here? What's up?
Dude.
Why does bro have beef with the concept of personal spacesuit?
Has an AoE attack?
Busy fighting the
How is he even fitting in there?
Down the corner. Gormagala, this is no time to do back shots with a bomb. That was the 3rd time he attacked us in the same hunt, and the 4th one made me crash the fuck out.
Here, let me give you attack up.
Hi, Gormagala.
I'm assuming it's the Apex.
Here for the 4th time in a fucking row. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the fight.
Can you even kill that thing?
Almost unshredded today. I had to do so much audio engineering to make that sound good, by the way, because the original was kind of...
Oh my god.
I'm going around the whole arena. I'm running suicides. The fitness grand pacer test.
We'll now begin the push-up section.
Bring it back.
The ruins of Wyveria is a uniquely magical, utterly bizarre kingdom founded on the remnants of a now extinct and highly advanced civilization.
I'll be honest. I absolutely love just these few images of what this advanced civilization used to look like, because this is actually really cool. And I'm being told by Bill Cipher that the Gormagal is the dragon that reproduces through a zombie virus. That's the larval form, and it's not even the apex. That was the baby dragon. Oh, God.
Brought low and eventually destroyed by their hubris when, instead of inventing something sensible like healthcare or basic firearms, funneled their immense brilliance into crafting living, fire-breathing bioweapons with a reputation for destroying entire ethnicities, only to become surprised when it turns out that arming your own ecosystem was not a sustainable investment strategy.
So it's literally a case of being surprised when the panther-eating people eat get eaten by panthers. Where's the tigers? I can never get that straight.
As a result of this, Wyveria contains a wide selection of highly volatile constructed infants to fight with a lot of modifiers preceding their names. Yes, I am looking at you, Tempered Guardian Ebony Odogarin, as well as a completely random selection of monsters pulling from the most annoying population of every surrounding region.
So all the
including,
monsters
but not
initially
limited
came
to,
from
a
this
lot
and
of
they're all
animals that
bioengineered.
definitely should not be in Tyrannosaurus Alley right now, as well as the
So I'm getting this distinct impression this is all a lot of really fake stuff. And I am getting a Charlie horse on my foot. Oh, that actually hurts.
monsters that shredded my asshole open in every other area of this game, now migrating to Martin
So it's
Luther King
literally a
Boulevard
boss
to put
rush
the
without
ops on
actually being a
sight
boss
again.
rush.
Ha, 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 ha.
They're holding him off long enough to eat. They held him off long enough to eat.
Fuck Werther's originals. I want Werther's derivatives.
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck are you even talking about?
They exist.
I literally don't think I have to take the... What is he doing? What
he
is
throw
he
something at you?
fucking doing? What is he doing?
Glitching out.
Get the fuck down from there! Okay, Squidward, I'm gonna show you my big ass clarinet real fast. Yes!
Did you just
I better
parry
not catch
the
you with
arms on a
fucking
tentacle
bubble again,
monster?
dude. Oh. Where'd he go?
Oh, he went
fuck,
there.
Oh, fuck! Like, right before he dropped down on me, I was
God.
like, oh, where'd he go?
He's gonna crash down again.
So to
And
end our
dead.
extensive deep dive into the secrets of mass extinction and my intellectual thesis on how to best accelerate it.
Sorry, I just heard thesis and I immediately went to seals are good again in my head. And apparently, according to Bill Cipher, they cloned the literal devil. Leopard ate their faces. Oh yeah, the leopard eating faces party. Got it? So they ate the faces. And no one saw it coming.
You may have come to the conclusion that this game seems slightly complicated and of fairly
Wait, what was that on the side? I thought that was more horse girls. Most people play one weapon, lol. Oh.
fairly considerable girth. But I can assure you, there is absolutely no need to worry about that, as
Why?
I have extensively documented this game for hundreds of hours and still
Me 3 seconds. Wait, what does that say? Me 3 seconds before getting my shit rocked. Looking up things, yeah.
don't know what is happening in it. Fortunately, through the glorious advent of online multiplayer, my personal weaknesses can be swiftly transformed into problems for the entire team. Because contrary
I mean, they're not wrong. I know that feeling. Again, I mentioned if you're playing Monster Hunter Worlds back when I was there, I would lose everything because I sucked. Until you turn on multiplayer and some random guy who doesn't speak English and had a name that wasn't pronounceable because it was written in kanji or maybe Cyrillic sometimes, they would jump in and by default, again, they trivialized everything. I'm glad to see the trend continues.
to your initial impressions, Monster Hunter is more than just a game about hunting monsters, but is instead a grand, collaborative exercise in a most collective confusion, prominently exemplified by the fact that the main method of communication with your team is an arcane system of developer-sanctioned memes, which you can send at any time to anyone in your party, serving all of your articulation obligations with a funny variety of insane messages, used in situations like when your friend is beating himself off, when you need your friend to stop beating himself off, when you yourself have finished beating yourself off.
These were actually put in the game officially. Oh. Oh my.
Off.
They had to know what they were doing.
Brilliant idea. When you need to express radical political sensibilities, balls. Hunt Tua. Your execution date is tomorrow. And when your dad is telling you why he left the family all those years ago.
Milk and Dad!
That's in the game! You can change the text on the stickers? Oh, okay. apparently this is something you just put in there and this is allowed in game and they actually sanction it. That kind of is impressive. Unironically, I kind of love it.
After finishing what this game calls a
Like
story
Grubhub?
and entering our final location of the video, we will be able to choose from a wide assortment of normal and non-violent activities, such as going bowling with a series of non-violent explosives, arm wrestling your friends while a random person gets a little too close, investigate your psychotic friends' custom profiles to discover that they have for some reason killed 244 Arkvelds and really want you to know about it, as well as use a variety of emotes to express yourself, which are infinitely repeatable and extremely loud for some reason. I am in hell.
That would get very annoying
This
very
is hell.
fast.
Max, there's a war outside. Hurry!
Genuinely, how are you allowed to do this? Me, when I set fire to the local Walmart, I told the judge it was just an emote. Also, in one of the greatest choices ever made by a developer, our Gathering Hub comes built in with actual musical theater, featuring a serious and lore-significant performance that concludes with a gigantic flashbang. Holy shit, it's so bright! Greatly enhanced and enriched in every single way, merely by the fact that you and your friends can aggressively pelt fireworks directly into the vocalist for the duration of the entire show.
They don't have a full cutscene, actually playable cutscene? I don't... what is going on? Probably lore significance, so like you said, I'm just gonna figure out.
Please, I am your biggest fan. I just wanted to show my appreciation. Overall, the thing that makes Monster Hunter great is not just limited to the combat, but rather is a complex ritual of preparation, cultivation, cooperation, and acceleration.
A lot of guns.
Actual strategy is more.
What? Wait, what did they say? Wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing tube man. Oh god. Why is it the spider that has that though? Why is it the spider? Why did it have to be the spider?
Biology is barely a mention. A place where fashion matters much more than function, and the difference between a successful hunt and total disaster is whether or not I ate an egg today.
Boom.
Moral of the story is, the real hunt is the friends that we made along the way. And ultimately, what's actually important is not that you understand Monster Hunter, but rather, you just need to look like you do. That is it for this video, guys. Please buy the cup and mouse pad. And to fool YouTube into thinking that this is a good video, please leave a very nice comment about how you were extremely satisfied with the quality of the Maxor experience. As always, more insane gotcha game content to come.
Yeah.
And I sincerely hope that this game will consume your life slightly less than it has consumed mine.
Oh my god, man. What the hell did we just experience? I'm looking, all I can say is apparently Bill Cipher mentioned that Nurse Skyla is a giant spider that wears the skin of its victims as a cloak. And I'm being told that's a Wyverian, 600 years old, basically elves. They get smaller as they age, from giants, descended from monsters. Well, that's terrifying. Cool, though. And I'm just going to throw it out there. I think this looks really cool. And if I thought I had any competence, I would go download this right now. I mean, not right now, because streaming it would crash everything. But it looks really cool and really in-depth, and I kind of want to, but also I am not good at the entire hand-eye coordination thing, or coordination in general, and I know I would fail horribly, but I kind of want to do it. It is more than a little tempting, man. I kind of want to. I don't need it. I don't need it, but I kind of need it. It is actually very tempting. Basically, you guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. Hit it up. And if there's anything I should know about Monster Hunter Wilds, or if there's maybe something I should check out to get the lore, because apparently there is actually some really cool lore about post-apocalyptic civilizations, fucking around and finding out. I kind of want to find out, so let me know about that. I really would appreciate it. So in the meantime, thanks for watching, guys. Click the links. Hit them up. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.